I'm Don Nelson. Here are your top headlines. Disgraced former state lawmaker John McGee says he will not challenge the unprecedented runoff election despite his lawyer calling the decision from the city of Caldwell illegal. McGee making the announcement in Caldwell this afternoon, although acknowledging he will not fight the decision to have a runoff. He argues the election has become a partisan issue because of his opponent who called for the runoff election is the head of the state Democratic Party.
Idaho Democratic Party has taken a nonpartisan election and made it all about attacking my past. It is not a coincidence that this is the first time in 30 years that these election results have been challenged.
McGee's lawyer, former Idaho Attorney General David Leroy, argues the law states a successful candidate would have to win a majority vote in a 100% turnout or 100% of the vote plus one in a 50% turnout to win the council seat. Leroy says because less than 50% of registered voters actually showed up to the polls, the Caldwell ordinance makes it impossible for anyone to get elected. The city of Caldwell announced the runoff Friday based on a new interpretation of city code brought to their attention by a grassroots effort. City code says the candidate with the majority of votes will take office, but the word majority created confusion. Ultimately, the Idaho Attorney General decided majority means a candidate must get 50% of the votes plus one in order to win a seat rather than just the candidate with the most votes. So the city decided to have the runoff. Here's how those numbers break down. On Election Day, McGee received the most votes with 39%. Candidate Evangeline Beechler received the second highest vote total at 31%, just ahead of incumbent Chuck Static, who finished third. We reached out to Evangeline Beechler's camp for comment about McGee's statement today, but her campaign manager said she wouldn't be releasing a statement until tomorrow. Officials with the city of Caldwell say they plan to clarify the ordinance behind all the confusion in the coming weeks.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
Temperatures a little cooler today. Cold air pushing into Montana and some of it nudging its way in. So the Central Mountains cool down into the 40s today, while the valley still holding in the mid 50s. But we had a good breeze today, blowing around some more of those leaves around the valley. That wind will settle down, and an air stagnation advisory going into effect till through Thursday. We may finally start to see some changes in our weather pattern. How about that? We'll start to break down this big ridge of high pressure that's been keeping everything generally dry and clear across most of the northwest. There's that mild air jet stream bringing the storms up way to the north. But we'll get one weak system coming in, then one a little bit stronger, then a little bit stronger with some cold air. And once that cold air comes in, that will push the jet stream to the south, allowing a parade of storms to potentially begin to move in. But see this cloud cover right here? This is tracking towards Idaho. Not in that path, but anyway, it is tracking towards Idaho, and as it heads into the Treasure Valley, we'll probably see a lot more cloud cover over the next few days. So let's take a look at that extended forecast as we look through the rest of the week. It's still mild with temperatures warming back up into the mid to upper 50s, but lo and behold, a slight chance for showers by Sunday night into Monday. Doesn't look like it's a big deal for the valley, but there'll be some rain and snow mixed in the mountains, and that will be the first change. We haven't seen moisture in some time. After that, we could see a lot more. I'll keep you updated on those changes. Another update coming up later tonight.